everybody, my name is Shortline614. It's been a while, hasn't it? Uh, been a while since we have been working on, Project Wanderer, yeah. So, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing alright tonight. I am doing just fine. And yeah, we're gonna get back into working on Project Wanderer and Kerbal Space Program because, well, KSP2 is only about 2.5 months away, and I really want to get this done. I have completely forgotten what save we've done this in. I think it was in the test save, is the save that we've been working on. Our self-sustaining ship and our lander. If I recall correctly, we got the lander, down, and we built a rocket that was kind of a pain to build. And now we're going to launch it to the Mun today. So yes, that's what we're going to do today. Let's go into the VAB and actually figure out what the heck I actually built. Because as I said, it's been a bit since I actually figured out. Lander prototype, Wanderer flight test 1. So this is our launch vehicle, right? Yeah. Stage. That's our mega lander right there. What are the action groups? Ads. I hate ads for commercials for games I'll never play. Did you get an ad, Star? Also, hi, Star. How are you today? Glad you showed up. But yeah, did you get an ad? I don't run ads, for anything, so you did get an ad, maybe that's a bit weird. But okay, so I'm just trying to figure out, it's been a while since I've worked on this project, so I'm trying to figure out what the actual heck I need to do. That just toggles the lights, right? Yeah, it does. That action group toggles the antenna. That toggles the wheels. What does this do? That toggles the rover. That toggles the Irva engines. What does this do? Oh, that's the launch escape system. Okay. And that's the... Yeah, it looks like something for the sequel for that Kojima game about a primitive delivery service guy starring that guy from Silent Hills. Ah. Who was also in Walking Dead. That could be so many different things. Is it, I have a vague idea of what you're talking about. Let me just turn up the music slightly. How's the audio, by the way? There we go. Is that too loud, by the way? Is the music too loud? Is it just fine? How is it? Is okay. Sounds good. Okay, looks like a Death Stranding sequel. Oh gosh. Games that I will never play. Anyways, let's actually get to it. And do I have like a flag that I can use, like a good flag? I have the American flag. I could use that. Eventually, I want to kit it all out with like custom flags with the names of the spacecraft and whatnot. But we're just gonna go ahead with this for now. And well, I don't want all of those Kerbals. I only want 4, so we're gonna just take the, I guess, the normal 4. You have Bill, Bob, and Val. And actually, I think that there is a way. Kerbals. Oh yeah, you can create. Can you create a Kerbal? Yeah. Name. We're gonna call him Sus Kerman because it's an Among Us reference. It's gonna be a guy. He's gonna be an engineer. He's gonna have stupid courage and stupid high levels of stupidity. We'll make him a pilot. Great Kerbal. Kerbal created. So if I... Is that an Among Us reference? Well, no, I've never actually tried it before, so... Sus Kerman. Yeah, okay. And then I think there's actually a way, if I recall, and I know this is a feature, but I've never actually used it. You can actually change... There's a way for you to change the suits, right? It is an Among Us reference. There's a way to change the suits around, and I totally forget how you do that. I can look it up. Hold up. The VAB, click on the crew, and there's a little coat hanger. Where? Oh. Oh! Here, I want to try this out. I've never actually fiddled around with this before. Orange base suit, base EVA suit. Blue and gray future suit. I kind of like that the most. We're gonna. Oh, there's the coat hanger. Yeah, we're gonna have them have all these future suits, right? Come on. Can I not change the main Kerbals around? I think only Sus Kerman is gonna have the suit. I don't think you can change the Oh no, you can. I'm just blind and stupid, that's why. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, hopefully they have those suits, which is nice. That's a feature that I've seen for a while, but that's been in the game for a long time, but I've never actually fiddled around with it. So I think we're good to go. So the flight regime for this is the mission plan, right? Is going to be, I think if I recall, the first and second stages get us into low Kerbal orbit, right? And then we activate the Nerva engines, the 8 Nerva engines on the actual lander itself, and that pushes us out to TLI and gets us basically all the way to the Mun and back, right? And then they return in the capsule. I'm filled with sadness. I want to draw a cool combat outfit for Uni for Sonic streams, but it would be more fitting for fighting games, and I don't play those. Draw a cool Sonic outfit. Do that. Like a Sonic Halloween costume. That would be pretty funny. Okay. So I think we are good to go. I just need to check my action groups again. I don't know how long the stream is going to be, because I want to go find the Apollo 11 memorial on the Mun, because there's a little like Apollo 11 lunar module statue on the surface of the Mun, in the exact coordinates where the real Apollo 11 landed on the moon. So I kind of want to do that, and luckily we have a rover to do it, so it shouldn't be that hard. Let me just check. 6 is the launch escape system. Okay. So we are going to go out to 39A. We are going to go into launch mode, which is nice. I had a pretty neat day today. I actually have a job interview tomorrow at my local model train store, which is excellent. Because all my previous job offers, because of me, I was, away living, not by my own, but with family members for a month, and that didn't turn out well, and I came back, and throughout the time I've been trying to get a job, or meaning to get a job, it's just all fallen through or not attractive for various reasons. But then I was in a model train store a few weeks ago, and I was like, hey, are you hiring? And they said yes, so I'm going in for an interview tomorrow at 11, which is great. I'm very excited. Okay, so let's see. This is a stupid. I like the look of this. It's pretty funny looking. Sus Kerman has a mustache. Oh yeah, they're in their suits. Sus Kerman has a mustache. That's very weird. Okay, so we're gonna go into launch mode. Exclamation point launch mode if you want to know more about that. So, let me just try and remember how to do a proper countdown. So, I know this can get into orbit. We did that last time. But, ooh, great fit for you working in a model train store. Yeah, I know. It's, that's gonna be fun. I think at least. I still don't know my hours yet. I don't know. I'm only going to be able to work a certain amount of time per week, only a few days a week because of school coming up. But it's going to be real fun, and I can actually have money to pay for, like, what the fuck? I don't think that's supposed to happen. What if I just... Are those parts still active? What is going on? We have an anomaly. Oh, come on. Come on. Just in the heat shield. Come on, don't. What the? Hold up. I know. Oh no, please. See, no star. That's not the. This is the sound redeem you're supposed to play.
We have had an anomaly.
I think what is it? Exclamation point. Anomaly. Don't hump the SRB. It's a spaceflight in joke right there, but what the fuck? What? There's the lander. There's our Nerva engines just lying on the ground. That would be disastrous in real life because these things are nuclear powered. Dang, I'm disappointed. It's not the meme one I'll send in Discord. Well, okay, when I went to do my redeems, I cut out the music because it's copyrighted. So yeah, it's just the oh no Kinj. That's no good. Those are nuclear, by the way, so we just contaminated this entire area. That's no good. Anyways, let's revert back to launch and actually, like... I don't know why that happened. That's probably not a good thing. The hierarchy on this craft is all fucked up, but... What else are you gonna do? I don't want to pull my hair out more than it's already have. Okay. Oh. Alright, well, we're actually gonna do a launch now. Let me just, before I do that, yeah, I see what you sent me. Don't let the audio play and stream. Yeah, okay. Not surprised that's the version you sent me, but okay. Okay, so we're actually gonna do a launch countdown now, so... Let me get my best public relations officer thing, voice on. So, stopwatch. Stopwatch timer. Okay, so this is Kerbal Launch Control, holding at T-minus 1 minute in counting until the launch of Project Wanderer Flight Test Number 1. We are currently tracking no issues at the moment, and we are go for launch. The count will resume on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. T-minus 1 minute in counting. The vehicle is now switching over to internal power. That means that all of the power from the spacecraft's onboard power systems are now powering the spacecraft. We will soon come up on auto sequence start, where the computers onboard Project Wanderer Flight Test 1 will now have control over all the vehicle's critical functions. We have a switch to auto sequence start, T-minus 30 seconds. Next step is for the sound suppression system to turn on at 15 seconds. Sound suppression is on. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have a go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff of Project Wanderer Flight Test 1 on a journey to test Project Wanderer lander. We have a slow start off of the pad today. Launch Complex 39A at the Kerbal Space Center. We have roll program. The rocket is now heading on to its proper azimuth. or rolled a bit too much there. Roger, roll. Houston now controlling the flight. Commander Sus Kerman is as confirmed. Beginning the gravity turn at this time. Project Wanderer is now 3 kilometers in altitude, moving at 140 meters per second. Main engines are now going to throttle back in a 3-step fashion to reduce stress on the vehicle as it passes through the period of maximum aerodynamic pressure, also known as max Q. Through max Q now. Spacecraft communicator Bill Kerman will now be given the throttle up call, whereby the main engines will now throttle up to 100% of rated performance. Houston, Project Wanderer, go at throttle up. Copy, go at throttle up. Project Wanderer now moving 12 kilometers in altitude, 330 meters per second. Coming up on first stage engine burnout and separation a few minutes from now. Nominal first stage engine cutoff, go for staging. Nominal staging. Nominal up. Nope. Pull up. Abort. We've had a launch abort. The crew has successfully jettisoned from the disintegrating rocket. Launch escape system jettison. Oh no. Okay, well, that didn't go to plan. Capsule now in free fall on a ballistic trajectory back down into the ocean. Reached an apoapsis of about 38 kilometers. That's still well short of space. Yeah, this isn't a large ship. We can... Well, okay. Okay, looks like we're gonna have to have some slight changes with the spacecraft, with the rocket, because for whatever reason, it's just very sluggish, and I don't know why. Alright. Heat shield jettison. Parachute deploy. Only a single parachute, but oh well, that's enough. When is this parachute deploy at again? 1,000 kilometers? 1 kilometer? Not 1,000 kilometers, that's space. This is the only time I use... Playing this game is pretty much the only time I use the metric system. Main reason why I know the metric system. But metric is cringe, because it's European, so... Alright, the main chute has deployed. We're descending at a nice 12 meters per second. About to have splashdown. Oh, I've been pinged again. And there's a splashdown. Okay, nice. That is not what... Oh, holy, why is this moving around so much? Come on, settle on the ocean. Okay, there we go. Well, that didn't go to plan, but we'll, hopefully that's not like an omen of things to come. Let me actually look at strangest media online. Partially for the reason you think, partially because the way he says cringe is really funny. I'll have to take a look after the stream. Also what you sent me. Okay, so do I want to try that again? I think the issue... Oh, the launch clamps are still on there. Okay, well, let's go back into the VAB, and I think the main issue is that, I think I have to have more control. This thing is very sluggish for whatever reason, and, I think we might need bigger wings. Those wings are tiny. They're like... Delta Wing Deluxe. Airplane Wing? No, that's way too big. Wing Strake. Airplane Tail Fin. That would be neat. Let's just put these on here, because why the heck not? It looks dumb, but oh well, what are you gonna do? There we go. That's dumb looking. So I'm just gonna disable the flags. And then I'm also gonna add, are there vernier engines? These things, which help keep the spacecraft, the rocket, stable. Oh, someone has texted me. As I said, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for today. I guess someone gave me a tip, and it was really interesting, which is just completely ignore your uptime. Like, I actually, on the Twitch end, I actually have... Well, let me check this text. I just have it completely ignored. Like, blanked out. Hold up, I'm texting my mom. Okay. That should be good. What's the TWR like on this stage? Because that might be part of the reason why, everything is so sluggish. Thrust to weight. No, that's the KSpedia. I don't need that. Go all. The TWR is literally 1. Oh my gosh, we are getting off the pad. We are barely getting off the launch pad. Okay, well, I'm too lazy to actually go back and design something that looks good. Or just add more engines. So, what if we just do that? That just further decreases it. Okay. We might need boosters. We might need to add solid rocket boosters to this to help get it off the pad, because, yeah, this thing is slow. So, for reference, this number down here, thrust to weight, if it's less than 1, you're not taking off. And it's at 1. If you want to know what a rocket looks like, when it has just 1 TWR, let me get this up, because I remember watching this live. That's my YouTube channel. Astra Rocket 3.3. Astra Rocket Launch Sideways. Hold up, I'm just gonna throw this in chat if anyone is curious. That's what happens when you have a TWR of 1. What happened on that launch is one of the engines didn't, like, light, and so it just hovered there for a second and then went sideways off the pad. Someone fucked up hard. Okay, I need, SRBs, right? What kind of... Solid rocket boosters. No, those are way too small. Thoroughbred? Those will probably work. Where are these? Those are all the way up there. What's What's the TWR like on that? 1.25? That is perfect. Ugh. Let me just, I need to strut these on. Where's the proper... That's too big of a nose cone. Oh, that's a perfect nose cone. Okay, there we go. There we go. Is that even attached to the rocket? No, it's not. Okay. My bitrate going down? No, it's fine. Okay. That should work. I'm actually gonna... That should be fine. Okay, so we've modified it slightly. We now have solid rocket boosters, which should be good. What else have I done? Let's get this thing back out on the launch pad and we'll go. What else? Well, actually, speaking of things that are also train related, my city's metro system, just opened a new line, that goes out to near where I live, so I took a ride on it yesterday, and it was pretty fun. And I got a brochure and a pen to add to my just collection of various maps and timetables and stuff like that. Holy, oh my gosh. What the... I don't think that's supposed to do that. That was neat. That was no good right there. What if I just auto strut these? Will they work then? Yeah, that was pretty neat. Anything else? Not really. Now I don't know what to say. I think there are just points where, I don't know, a long time ago I was given the advice. What, oh, ooh. Why is KSP in windowed mode now? What the heck? Okay. A long time ago I was given the advice, if you want to stream, just never stop talking, because you never know when someone, number one, ignore the view count. Number two, never stop talking because you never know when someone's going to pop in. So, sometimes if I'm just completely oblivious to what I'm doing. Alright, well, we're gonna switch to testing mode right now. This is just a simulated launch. So we're actually gonna... Oh, it happened again. That's what was going on. Okay. The glitch with the engines happened again. That was really weird. What if I just lift the entire thing up a bit? There we go. Okay, let's actually, I'm gonna test this out one more time, see if it works, and then we're actually gonna go for the actual launch. What happened to my music? Oh, just a new song is starting. I have this 80s retro wave background music that I use, which is it's very neat. I don't know, some people don't like the background music, but I think it's really neat. Okay, we're in testing mode. We're just gonna test this out, see if this actually goes. That thing gets off the pad a lot better than the last one, and it without the SRBs. Full program. Program. Okay. Start the gravity turn. Back. This should be good now. Also, Star, have you because I know you haven't been able to stream for a few weeks. Have you successfully been able to avoid Sonic Frontier spoilers, or have they gotten to you? I mean, aren't you most of the way through the game, anyways? Oh, this is a lot better than. Oh, I forgot to add Sepatrons to the SRBs. This might be. Oh, no. I didn't check my staging. I did not check my staging. I didn't check my staging. That's like the first thing you should do. I am. That is very stupid of me. Okay. Maybe this is just a consequence of me playing Kerbal Space Program at 9:18 at night, but screw it. I want to get this. I want to do this. I'm in the mood. Yeah, just put Sepatrons on there. It'll be fine. Where are these Sepatrons? They're all the way up there. Why is it automatically setting the staging to be really weird? Toggle flag. Okay. Oh, apparently I have to remove the toggle flag on all of them. Okay, that's kind of strange. These parts are in symmetry. You probably shouldn't have to do that, but oh well. I had some really close calls that are more like minor spoilers. Oh, I see. Once you finish the game, you'll have to tell me what they were. Okay. And just like that, my monitor, my second monitor where I have the stream up, it was like really bad. I'm still very in the early game, only 83% of the first island, and there are 5. Oh, damn. But hey, that's content, so can't complain too much. What fuck happened? Why does that keep blowing up? Why does the engine mount, for whatever reason, just want to die? This is not the rocket that we're gonna. I've custom made this rocket just for this flight. This is not the rocket we're gonna be using for the actual, like, when we go to assemble the vehicle on orbit. We're actually gonna use a proper launch vehicle instead of just something I threw together. Okay, there we go. Hopefully it doesn't die. Yeah, we're just gonna do another test of this again. I only really need to get testing through first stage separation. Oh, I rolled the wrong way, and their side slip. What the heck? Come on. There we go. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, we're on the proper flight. We're on the proper azimuth now. I'll get that in a minute right now, Star. I'm kind of distracted. Sorry. Totally forgot to throttle back. Just wasting fuel at that point. mean, I think this thing needs a steep trajectory anyways. Alright, SRB SEP is coming up in a minute, in a few seconds. See how this goes. Alright, SRB SEP is fine. Throttle up. Okay, I think this should be good enough, but as I said, I still need to get it through staging. Oh, come on. Alright, everything's looking good so far. Could cut off at about... We are going sideways a lot. Okay, for whatever reason now the game runs a lot smoother now that I tapped in and out of map view. Okay. This is the moment of truth. This is where we were having trouble staging. So, first stage... I think we were just doing it too low in the atmosphere, to be honest, for it to stay stable. Yeah, first stage burns out. For some reason, it disables our SAS. And for some reason, it automatically wants to just flip over. Why the heck is that the case? This thing worked fine the other day. Hold up. We'll get this thing into orbit, trust me. Oh, I don't want a physics warp. Yeah, because this is a very... okay. Yeah, LAS jettison. Our apoapsis is at 70 kilometers. Once we get it into space, I can time warp. I can warp like this. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. For some reason, one of these engines was thrust limited and the other wasn't, and that's what was causing us to flip out. Because one of the engines was producing literally half the thrust as the last, and it was causing us to flip out. Okay, now I know why that's the case. Well, that's stupid. Okay. Now I know why that's wrong. Let me get your message, Star. Yeah, only being able to play through a game 2 to 4 hours a week and being terrible and wasting time and trying to go through with a fine-tooth comb means I make very little progress in games. That is entirely understandable. Luckily for me, I live under a rock a lot of the time, so, I don't have to worry about spoilers. Okay, so, let's, now that I know what's wrong, I can actually, go ahead and actually launch this for real. Let me save. Let me go get some water. I'll be right back, everybody. Sorry about that. Be right back. I am back. And now that I know what's wrong, I'm actually going to be able to fly this properly, so... We're going to go for the actual mission now. Testing mode, launch mode. Launch mode is what I want. Okay. So I'm gonna get my stopwatch up again, just on Google, so I can do the launch count. Come on. Oh god, KSP tabbed out again. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Hopefully the... Okay. Everything good? Yes, everything is good. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go for a launch, so... I'm gonna start my countdown and you know, commentary throughout the launch. Okay. This is Wanderer Flight... yeah. This is Kerbal Launch Control at T-minus 1 minute and holding until the first test flight of Project Wanderer. Everything is looking good so far. We are tracking no issues with the rocket, spacecraft, or with the weather or the range. We are going to resume the count on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Minus 1 minute and counting until the launch of Project Wanderer Flight Test 1. The vehicle is currently switching to internal power, meaning that the power disconnects from the power is no longer flowing through the launch pad, and the vehicle is now responsible for its own power. Coming up on auto sequence start, which will result in the rocket taking control over all of its critical functions at T-minus 30 seconds. We have a go for auto sequence start, 30 seconds until launch. The next step is the sound suppression systems will arm at 15 seconds. This will spray a column of water into the flame trench to dampen the sound on launch. Sound suppression is armed, 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. We have a go for main engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Project Wanderer Flight Test 1. Test our Mega Lander around the moon. Roll program. Roger roll. Houston now controlling the flight of Project Wanderer 1. Spacecraft is now aligned at the proper flight azimuth and is beginning its gravity turn. Gravity turn allows for the spacecraft, the rocket, to take advantage of the Earth's natural rotation to gain a little bit extra speed. Main engines on the first stage now throttling back to 2/3 rated performance as the rocket prepares to go through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, also known as max Q. This is the point where there is the most physical stress on the vehicle. Everything looking good. 5 kilometers in altitude, 200 meters a second. Spacecraft communicator Bill Kerman will now get the throttle up call from Capcom. Houston, Wanderer, go with throttle up. Copy, go with throttle up. Main engines on the first stage are now throttling up. Coming up on burnout and jettison of the quad solid rocket boosters. Booster officer reports good separation. Everything's still looking good. 15 kilometers in altitude, moving at approximately 440 meters a second. As the main engines will slowly throttle back until the point of main engine cutoff. This is to reduce stress on the vehicle and allow for good G-forces for the Kerbonauts. 32 kilometers in altitude, moving at roughly 750 meters a second. Coming up on main engine cutoff. Guidance has converged. Computers are now commanding the engines to swivel to get the spacecraft to its precise points in space for main engine cutoff. Go for staging. We have nominal MECO. Separation. LAS jettison, and nominal second stage engine light. Project Wanderer flight test 1, now 61 kilometers in altitude, moving at 1,500 meters per second. The spacecraft's trajectory is now flattening out to gain horizontal velocity rather than vertical. This will allow it to get into a nominal parking orbit. Why is that? Why is it counted as a spacecraft? There's not like a probe core on that, is there? Oh, because that was the root part was technically on the what's it called? On the booster. Nominal second stage engine stop. We're gonna coast a little bit to our apoapsis, and then we'll be in a nominal parking orbit after that burn. Should have just enough to get us onto PLI. Okay, well, that was launch mode. Now we're back in mission mode, so I can actually look at chat again. I don't know why the interstage doesn't drop, why this is just permanently connected to this. It really shouldn't be, but for whatever reason, it is. Yeah, 50 minutes into the stream, and we're only now just getting to the actual mission. Oh well. Do be how these things go, though. Right, we're almost... Camera switch, periapsis. Okay, we are in orbit. It looks like a black and white pencil, yeah. Well, you have to remember 90% of this is just fairing. Like, this is the only place that has a fuel tank, and then this interstage should drop off. But for whatever reason, it really... When I went to go build this, right, for some reason the part hierarchy, basically the order the parts are like connected and built was really weird. So I had to kind of build it in kind of a weird way where for some reason this black part should drop off, but for whatever reason it doesn't. But now we're in orbit, which is good. And I'm just gonna warp around one more time to get us into a circular orbit, because right now we are 100 by 70, which is a stable orbit, but I'd rather it be circular than not circular. This is fun. I'm gonna take a sip of my water. And okay. Light up the engines again. I installed the, obviously I've modded this game to heck and back. Up. You know what, 113 by 101, that's what you get when you don't pay attention. I've modded the heck this game a lot. Not as much as a lot of other people do, but one thing that I really like is the realistic engine plume mod that I installed, which is really neat looking. Okay, we are at a nominal orbit. I'm going to quick save, just in case. We have 910 meters a second of delta V left on this first stage. Second stage, so that should be enough to get us onto a translunar injection orbit. Delta V is how you measure spacecraft range, basically. Think of it as like gas mileage in your car. Probably it's not measured in like how rockets aren't measured in how like far they can go. They're measured in how much they can change their velocity. So like it takes 900, 800, roughly in KSP. KSP is roughly, I think, 2/3 scale real life. It takes like 800 meters a second to get from an orbit that we're in now, a low Kerbal orbit, onto a trajectory where we basically fly past the moon. It takes about 800, and I have 910, which means I can do it in this stage. Let us actually... My orbit is really weird. Okay, I think I'm gonna do some more slight adjustments to my orbit. That is target, yeah. Like if you take a look at it, our orbit isn't perfectly around the equator. It's very much inclined, and the Mun is in a perfectly, like, its inclination, which is 0, I think. And if we're not in 0, then we're basically wasting our fuel. Let me get to my ascending node, and then we'll adjust our inclination so it's down to 0. That actually increased my inclination. Let me go to the descending node. I am pretty happy. I think with this. Aha, funny number go down. Ah. Okay. There's this. Obviously KSP2 is coming out in January 24th. So that's going to be great. And then I want to get Slime Rancher 2, but I'm not entirely done with it 1 yet. I still have a lot left to do in 1. It may not feel like it, but part of me kind of wants to get I don't know, I have about a month before I probably have get like a Steam gift card for Christmas or something, so I can buy Slime Rancher 2. But okay, we are in a nice orbit here. It's not the best, but it will do. Let us plot a maneuver node. 827 meters, 26 meters a second. So we need to find a lunar... Basically, I don't think it's going to be enough. Shit, okay. Basically, I need to find a trajectory with that amount of delta V that gets us close enough to the moon. Actually, let's just get it here, and we can do a mid... That's, like, barely within the moon's sphere of influence. But, I guess it will do. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to use the engines on the lander itself to actually get into lunar orbit, but that was always my plan, anyways. If we have to, if it's slightly more fuel than I expected, that's fine. Ooh, I like this song. "14 minutes until I need to burn, but luckily we can time warp. I know there are people who've done a like moon missions in this game with no time warp, because it only takes about 5 in-game hours to get out to the Mun, compared to the real moon where it takes 3 days if you're on a high energy. If you want to get out there fast, it takes 3 days. Depending on the trajectory, it take significantly longer, but those crewed spacecraft take 3 days. Okay, we're gonna start the burn. So. Light up the engines. And we're just gonna burn this stage until depletion, basically. Until we run out of fuel. I like this song, this music. Neat. It's just an 80s like synthwave thing that I found through another person who streams, but I think it fits pretty well. Oh, we're currently on a trajectory to crash into the moon. Venus. Hi, Dean. Welcome to the stream. You're currently... I'm doing a Mun mission. I'm currently testing out... So I built this massive lander, right? Complete with a rover. For my self-sustaining ship project, which is basically... It can go from planet to planet, moon to moon, refuel, and then go continue on to the next one, so you don't have to launch more fuel from Kerbal, and you can stay out there forever. And I'm doing a test flight to the Mun and back just to see if it works. And, it's doing pretty well so far, and I actually accidentally got myself onto a trajectory where I am crashing into the lunar surface, which is no good. So let me just not do that real quick. Just burn the engine slightly longer. Oh, there we go. Sounds like a great time. Yeah, oh well. I had a lot of issues getting the rocket together, but it didn't really work. The rocket really didn't want to work, but it ended up working just fine. Okay, so we're coasting out now. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to do the transposition and docking maneuver, where we basically, what's this? What's it called? Where basically I deploy this fairing, I take my command service module, I turn it around, and I dock it to the lander so the Kerbals can get to it. But I'm going to do that pointed like this way, so it's easy. This is a... okay, so I'm going to quick save just in case. So the first thing is deploy the fairing. There we go. Undock. How have you been, Dean? I've been doing pretty well myself. I got an interview at the train store tomorrow. Hope your day's been well. And this is just pretty easy. Just disconnect, come back. The lander is so big compared to the capsule. Oh my gosh. And oh, there we go. And now it's time to well, disconnect from our upper stage couple. Does this have a probe core on it? No, it doesn't. It's just gonna float. Okay, so just slowly pull away from it. There we go. That looks utterly ridiculous. Uh, my car's battery decided it didn't want to go to work after I got off work and witnessed a drunk driver on the way to dinner. It's been a day. That's understand. Yeah. Hope the dinner was good, though. Alright, we are on our way to the Mun, which is just absolutely excellent. I'm going to disable that. There's our, This is our lander. It's designed to, well, I baselined it for Duna, so it can land and take off of Duna, which is pretty cool. And that means it should be able to, all the other places I want to go, it should be able to, should be able to put down on any other of the places that I want it to go. Except for maybe Lathe, because it has an atmosphere. Well, it's an ocean world, so... We're gonna need some kind of space plane for Lathe. I don't intend to go to Moho, and I don't intend to go to Eve. But everywhere else is fair game. Glad you got the interview. Yeah! I asked them about a week ago, and I'm like... They said they would call me back, but I guess they forgot. So I ended up, calling them back yesterday, and they said, yeah, you can talk to the guy tomorrow. Call him tomorrow. So I called them today, and they responded, which was very nice. Okay, well... Forget. Did I just... Oh yeah, I just undocked. Okay, well... Shit, I should probably get like a mod that manages my action groups, so I can actually figure out... That's not what I wanted to do. I just... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so... What is it, 5? Oh, 5 activates, toggles the engines. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's go to our Mun encounter. You know what this reminds me of? This actually reminds me of what's going to happen on Artemis 3, because, well, you have, you know, on Artemis 3, you're going to have your Orion, which is a fairly big capsule, but it's still small compared to, well, the lander, which is Starship. So, just kind of... Let me focus on the Mun, right? Up, changing the sphere of influence. Up, my game froze. Up, there we are. Okay. Time till periapsis, 1 hour. Huh. There's the Mun. I'm gonna actually set from here. What's our periapsis? 47 kilometers? That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and enable my engines, which gives us 2,828 meters a second of delta V, which is just absolutely overkill. That's kind of the point. I do have the Parallax mod, Parallax and stock visual enhancements installed, so the Mun is going to look rather different than the stock Mun. Let's light up those 8 nuclear engines. Wouldn't want to stand right there. And get ourselves into a nice orbit around the Mun. Actually, in theory, we're gonna have enough Delta V where we could actually land in multiple locations. So, what I could... Oh, I could, like, land at the Mun Arch. It's around here somewhere. I think it's on that ridge specifically down there, if I recall. We can go see the Mun Arch, and then I can take take off, go back into an orbit, and then find the Apollo 11 memorial. I know where the Mun Arch is. I've been there a bunch of times, but I've never been to the Apollo 11 memorial, so I kind of want to go there next. I don't know where that is. It's going to be a bit harder to find because it's not as big. But first, let's get into like a nice low orbit around the Mun, like 25 kilometers or something, 30 kilometers. Did my music cut out? I have to check. Oh no, it's still there. Alright. How much left do we got on the music? Oh, it's a new, I just let it lapse. It's a completely new, it's a completely new sound, music track. I don't have it on loop, so it just reset to another one, which this one's an hour and 47 minutes. Let's see how this one goes. This one might be neat. Someone text me? Yes, somebody did. Let me check one more time. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I kind of hope that interview goes well. They mostly just said, test your knowledge of train stuff, which the store is mostly O-scale, which is good because I was an O-scaler for the longest time, so I know all about that. And of course, recently I've been doing HO-scale stuff. I'd mostly do, like, just generic retail stuff, with a little bit of light fixing of things, I think. But I would never get a retail job, like, because I would never want to get a retail job ever if it weren't in like a train store or a hobby store. So, like the only, if I can use my weird interests, I don't know if it's weird, but it's not weird. But if I can use my interests to get a job doing something that I'm knowledgeable about already, I think I see that as a success. Okay. 25 by 23 kilometers. Okay, we're in a proper orbit now, which is very nice. Let me Wander Flight Test 1 ship. Oh yeah, that's the where is the Mun Arch? I'll change the name of the stream. To something a bit more, ASP anomaly finding on the Mun. Alright. Okay, so KSP Mun Arch location. There's also apparently a UFO on the Mun, which is interesting. My inclination is, well, I'm in a retrograde orbit, so apparently the Mun Arch and the location on map. Okay, so if I recall correctly, the Mun Arch should be it's like at the top of one of these craters. I think it should probably be there. Let's actually, I'm actually going to go to the tracking station real quick, because it might actually be on the dark side of the moon now, and I might have to just warp around a little bit. O'clock. I need to be there by 11, so I probably need to go to bed a bit early tonight, which is fine. Let's see. Good thing we're in a retrograde orbit, so it's actually might be a bit easier. Yeah, okay, so the Monarch is... It would be right there. That's where it would be. So I'll probably get to bed early at, like, I don't know, 10:30 or something. I need to wake up, I need to get ready for the interview, I need to drive down. Okay, here we are. Oh, hello? Oh, it was just loading in. Okay, well. We're gonna go find the Monarch. Well, I find it. I know where it is. So, I think the first thing that we're gonna do, right? We're gonna transfer our Kerbals over. To our lander. Oh, that deployed the rover. I don't want to do that. Turn on the lights. Turn on the antenna. All the Kerbals are in there. Yes, they are. And we're actually going to go down to the surface now. We're going to undock from our... Hey, how much RCS does it? It's 120. Okay, that should be enough. Undock from our DSM. Now we're just free floating. We switch back to this and turn on the lights. Well, that's a neat picture. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to the Monarch on the next pass because, well, we just flew over it, so Okay, now we are ready. Just a little, actually, I'm going to warp a little bit more. And the first thing that... Okay, so yeah, it's right over there. Okay, so we're going to begin our deorbit burn now. Right at the top of that ridge. One of those craters specifically. I think it's specifically that one. Well, I actually need to pitch over... Oh, I'm pitching over the wrong way. I need to pitch over this way in order to... There's my clock. I don't know if you can hear my clock, but it's a train clock. Lionel clock. Nice. Alright. Michael, hi Jack boy, how are you? I'm currently finding the Mun Arch. Oh, there it is, look. Hi. There's the Mun Arch right down there. Okay, we need to stop. We need to cut basically all of our velocity. Oh yeah, Jack boy, I don't think I told you. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I already did. The train store. It's gonna be great. Hopefully I get the job. But in the meantime, I'm playing Kerbal Space Program and testing out my massive fucking lander that's designed to land on everything. Best of luck to you, mate. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, there's the Mun Arch. I don't know how close I'm going to land to it, but we have the fuel. I just need to basically cancel out all of my velocity. So what? When TF2 on Sunday? I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a stream. I still have to figure that out because there's still a few people who, I don't know. Like, you know, Blazeit or Tabby wants to join. Alright, we need to... I got auto-balanced again. You say that, but now it's inevitable. It's an inevitability that you're going to get auto-balanced now that you say that. I kind of want to land directly west of that crater. Like, right there. Alright, there we go. We're going to land west of this crater. And then we're going to deploy the rover and we're going to drive it to the Mun Arch. What's my mod repellent like? Oh yeah, I need to conserve mono propellant for the docking. Surface. Or land. Suicide burn. Alright, deploying the landing gear. Oh, that looks so cool. Doing our suicide burn, which basically means we burn at the last possible second to save as much fuel as we can. There's the Mun Arch. How are you doing tonight otherwise, Jack boy? Hope everything's well. I think we're gonna drive up to the Mun Arch, and then I'm probably gonna... Good to hear. I think we're gonna drive up to the Mun Arch, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream for the simple fact that, I need to wake up early tomorrow for this thing, and, doing our Christmas train show this weekend. Nice! We did a, my Model Rare Club did a holiday open house a few weeks ago, about a week ago now. And we're gonna do another one soon, too, so... I've been pinged. Someone's pinged me. Okay, we'll land and then I'll check the ping. 1 kilometer. 800 meters. 600 meters. Taking a quick picture. 400 meters. We're almost there. Oh, look at the moon. This is the first time I've been to the moon with the parallax mod installed and everything looks so nice. Okay, 8 meters a second. That's a good descent rate. Looks like we're going to come down on a bit of a hill, but it doesn't look to be too much. Alright, we're about to touch down. And we have touchdown! Touchdown on the lunar surface. Excellent. Quick save. Let me check that ping. Oh, I was pinged in your server. Oh. One small step for Kerbal. I've been here before. I've been here more times than I can count. Everywhere else where I haven't been to as much. Okay, well, we have landed. And the first thing to do... Oh, look at the... Oh. Look at the moon! So, for context, I've installed a mod called Parallax, which basically revamps all of the textures in this game. All of the texture, all the planetary textures, all the surface scatter on the planets, and makes it look beautiful. And this is the first time I've been to the moon with this installed. So, I guess we'll have Sus Kerman do the honors of actually walking out and doing the first spacewalk. Oh, nice little camera. Okay, grab. And now it's time to walk down this ridiculously long ladder. Of course, when people land back on the moon for the first time in 50 years on Artemis 3, in 2025, hopefully, they're going to have an elevator because the lander is even taller than this. Because it's Starship. Starship is fucking massive. Alright, well, stepping off the ladder. On the surface, boys. Let's go. Aw, okay, we need to plant the flag, obviously. Suit highlight. Wait, can I change this? Oh no, that's just the light. Okay. Oh, that's a neat photo right there. So, Project Wanderer Test Flight 1. Landing site. The moon looks so pretty. Ugh. That's a neat picture right there. That's cool. Okay. Well, let's do I have any like experiments that I can place down? Let's switch back to here and let's get out Bill. Bill is our main guy right now because he is our engineer, and his spacesuit's a little bit different actually. That's interesting. But Bill Kerman, he's our main guy right now, and it appears that he just wants to jump off the ladder rather than actually take down. So he's gonna faceplant right into the lunar surface. Nice. Okay. Oh look, their spacesuits are different. Huh. Maybe because Bill is like one of the original like 4 main Kerbals, his spacesuit is slightly different, or it's a texture glitch, or I fucked it up. So when I assign these suits. But now here's our moment of truth. We have Bill and Sus on the surface of Kerman. Damn it, Star. If you're still watching, you're the reason why there's a Kerbal named Sus Kerman. Let's go ahead, and now it's time to deploy the rover. This is what we're here. We know the lander works. We know it can get down to the surface of at least the Mun. Let's go ahead and deploy. Put that achievement on my tombstone. All right. Hey, if you have 1,000, chipper coins, you can become a Kerbal. I'll put you into the game. And now here's our moment of truth, which is we deploy the rover. Only has room for 2, but just down a little bit more. Aw, this is so cool. I'm so happy with this. Okay. So I hate how why is the flag glitching out? That sucks. Okay, never mind. Undock. Now the rover is on the surface, and now it's time for Bill and Sus. Uh. Hello? Oh yeah, the rover needs actual Kerbals in it. Are you going to find the sussy imposter? Hi, Spud. I'm currently in the process of... So, to kind of send off KSP-1 in style, I'm building a self-sustaining ship. Basically, a ship that can go from planet to planet, refueling, basically, and continue. And I'm testing out the lander on the Mun on a test flight. And, you should have seen my, the CSM that I built in this. It looks like Starship and Orion in terms of scale. Your flag is glitching out because it's taking out the same pixel space as the walls. Thinking about picking KSP-1 back up, I highly recommend. Oh, hi, your favorite cloud. Literally same pixels in the future, just push it out a bit. Okay, that's... Okay, this is just a flag that comes base with the rover. Maybe it's an issue with restock. It's not like a flag decal I put on there, it's literally in the part. But thank you, your favorite android. Your favorite droid. How are you tonight? Also, how are you, Spud? And, Spud, if you already have KSP, I would recommend picking, just playing the heck out of it over the next 2.5 months. If not, I'd probably wait for KSP2. Yeah, true. But yeah, I'm just getting these Kerbals into the, into a rover. You have it already? Okay, then play it. Alright, we are now in our rover, and we're gonna drive over to the Mun Arch, which is over there. So, our first... Up. Okay, I'm gonna have to retract this. I don't think that Squad is going to pull a Blizzard and just pull KSP-1 from existence. Hold up, it's... that's weird, okay, I just set docking acquire force to 0, will it? KSP-2 will release into a chopped up early access with no mod support. Yeah. I mean, I'm still excited. It's gonna take quite a while for mods to catch up. Yeah, okay. That is true. So, I would still recommend playing KSP-1. Fun fact, I didn't actually know this. Kerbal Space Program was the first early access game on Steam. Why is my rover behaving like this? Oh, hold up. We see the whole lander again? Yeah, of course. So, what I have is, I have a bunch of mod parts. This is a lander that can, this can hold, I think, 8 Kerbals, right? This can hold, I think, about 8 Kerbals. Steering on 4 wheels, probably. Yeah, that's probably why. And I have a liquid fuel tank, right? And 8 Nerva engines at the bottom to kind of push it around. And then I have the little rover, which it deploys out the bottom. It can basically go, drive around, and when you're done, put it back into the ship, and then you go back and you take off. This took me a long while to get working. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fiddle around with the rover wheel settings. You have to disable the back steering. Do your engines not thrust into your rover? No. I thought they would, but for whatever reason, like, when it's inside the bottom of the craft, it's perfectly fine. Thing is, the last time I tried to play KSP, I finally perfected my giant mod list. Oh, my game is also modded a bunch. It's been a few months, and a bunch of updated and a new game patch has come out, so I need to look over it again. Mods are a fucking pain to get working, but once they do, it's really fun. Uh... Hold up, my rover is just sliding around. I think I remember how to fix this issue. Hold on. Hold up. I can't see where the heck I'm going. There we go. Yeah, I think toggle torque. No, because that's the only wheel authority maybe needs to be reduced, and then I also need to mess with the traction, right? Are the brakes only at 50%? Sorry, I gotta mess around with this rover for a second. The traction control, I think I need to put up a bit more. The steering on that is disabled. I do have a surface scanning module, which is nice. I can run my analysis. I'm not even playing the game, I'm just making a little pamphlet for a craft I made in Photoshop. Nice, nice. Me and Spud are currently in the process of writing out an alternate history timeline. And he's been making some graphics, and it's they're really cool looking. Okay, this is working now. It is a bit, Why? Oh. Hold up. I made one graphic. Well, okay, you made the Saline program graphic, but you also made the, our original Buron idea. Here's the graphic. I'll take a look in a moment. Apparently the steering wasn't enabled on the front wheels. Oh. Wait a second. Steering is enabled, steering is enabled, steering is enabled, steering is enabled. Hi, Ivik, how are you doing? Welcome. I just landed my giant lander, which is a part of a larger project, but we're anomaly searching on the Mun today, and I saw the Mun Arch. Well, I know where the Mun Arch is. I'm gonna go find the UFO, and also the Neil Armstrong Memorial, because I haven't actually found those yet. And I'm just trying to figure out what the heck is going on with my rover. If I remove these from symmetry and then disable the steering, that work?
Start. We have main engine
start. Who has followed?
4, 3,
Ivik 4, 2,
1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour.
Ivik 4321, thank you for following. I am laggy. Like, is the stream laggy on your end? Here, Droid, I'll take a look at that graphic. Ooh, that looks really nice. That's a nice space plane. Uses a nuclear engine, huh? Single stage to orbit, Mun, and return vehicle. Nice, nice. I'm not really a big space plane person. I don't really build them all that much, but that looks neat. Nice nuclear engine, Nerva engine on the back. Probably shoot it up on Reddit. Needs a few more touch-ups. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, the brakes are on. Okay, here we go. I didn't stream it because this was more of a... Well, I don't think I was streaming at the time. Well, I was, I just wasn't doing it actively. But I did a Duna mission where I took a rover that's kind of like this. It was a bit bigger than this, right? And what I did was I went from the equator to the South Pole and back. Check out the way it's positioned. It's offset. Well, it folds away. What, the rover? Let's see. The nerve. Oh. Wait, let me look. I only just took a quick glance at it, but let me look at that. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, the nerve does kind of point through the center of mass. And it does fold away, huh. Oh, that's smart. That's really neat. Okay. You just have it on I assume you just have it on a hinge. been done before, but a full stream would be a Mun landing with no time warp. I was actually talking about that earlier. Because I think if you do it on a high energy trajectory, you can get to the Mun within 2 or 3 hours. Like real world hours, right? So... But that's not something that I would want to do. There are people who have done it, but personally, not something that I would want to do. We are going to go to the Mun Arch, which is nice. But yeah, I did a, getting back to what I was saying is, here's some motor control on this. Traction control. Just infinite fuel and do the Expanse style flip and burn. I haven't seen the Expanse. Or For All Mankind. My big two... I've seen The Martian, and I've read The Martian. It's actually on my bookshelf behind me. Oh my gosh, this is... yeah. My favorite... I've read a whole bunch of alternate history. Spaceflight Timelines, Eyes Turn Skyward, Boldly Going, Sound of Thunder. Right Side Up is a good one. I've seen the first 4 seasons of The Expanse. I'm not really big on watching TV. I've read Stephen Baxter's amazing alternate history book, Voyage, which, Spud, you should recommend, because I think it would be right up your alley, because it's an alternate history timeline that's not just spaceflight is better. I've read Dune. I read Dune senior year. Yeah, I'm generally fairly selective in the science fiction that I read. This rover is very sluggish. It's probably just me fiddling around with settings a bit more, but oh yeah. It was great, but then I ADHD'd and forgot about it. That's a mood. Come on. Oh yeah, the wheel authority is doing most of the turning on this, which is fine. Just ghost boulders. Yeah, well, if these are real, you wouldn't be able to get around, so... This rover is very, and I'm probably doing something wrong, but... I don't know. Rovers get harder on on lighter bodies. Where's the Mun Arch again? It's up there. Can I even drive up there? Yes, I can. I said I would stop at 11:30, but I kind of want to get to the Mun Arch before, and... well... I have an interview tomorrow for a job at a model train store, so... Big thing about Expanse is that physics still apply except for infinite fuel being turned on. Yeah, they hit Alt F12 and just went into cheats and turned on infinite fuel. It's future alt history where spaceflight engines are made super more efficient. Yeah, I know the premise of The Expanse. I've just never seen it myself. I don't know, I might like it. I don't think I would... Having read enough spaceflight alternate history timelines and also kind of in the process of making my own with Spud, I don't think I could watch For All Mankind without just my mind exploding from like, that's weird and cringe and shit like that. Why is this rover so freaking weird? Didn't like For All Mankind personally. Yeah, I don't think I will. I saw the season 2. I was like, maybe I should watch it. But then I saw the season 2 trailer where they have fucking AK-47s on the moon or some stuff, and I'm like, Why is this so sluggish? The Expanse is good if you like political dramas without thinking about actual politics. I mean, yeah, I read Dune, so meh. Well, let's stop and actually figure out what the heck is going on with this rover, because this is just not behaving how I want it to at all. And now I am sliding down the surface of the Mun. Damn, Season 1 was good. That's what I've been hearing. Like, the first season was fine, but... Stopped like a few episodes into Season 2. Yeah, let's just roll back down the surface of the Mun, and then we can figure out what the heck is that. Is that... Okay. I got a heart attack for a second and thought that was real, because there are some surface features where there are actually, like, surface colliders. There is actually a hitbox to them, so you kind of need to be careful. I don't know if Parallax removes them or not, but, yeah. This will be real in 2015. Hey, Starship to orbit in 2019. We are going. Welcome to hell. I'm just trying to think of all of the next spaceflight Discord memes. Okay. Let's just figure out what the heck is going on with my rover. Because KSP traction control. Let's see. Testing. If anyone knows what's going on with this rover, and it's just, I know it's just Orion can be used 10 times. Starliner can be used up to 10 times. Game over? Yeah. Eric Berger? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Having a higher friction control on the back wheels can prevent you from spinning out. Okay, that's good. Disabled. Disabled. Prevent you from spinning out. Having a high friction control on the back wheel. Steering disabled. Okay. And you want typically a lighter traction control on the front wheels. Okay. And then wheel authority. Consider, yeah. I'll keep that right there. Okay. And then stuff like friction, spring, steering, traction control, auto. Friction control. Let's enable friction control just to see. Actually, let's keep it auto, and if I can't figure out how the heck this works, we tried turning the wheels off and on again. Yes, I have. Steering disabled, steering disabled, steering enabled. All right, let's try this, right? We do have a lot of experiments up in here. It's very nice. Up. Come on, I just want to go forward. Also, which mod is that rover? This is a stock. This is a it's just the Mark II lander can. It's one of the variants of the Mark II lander can. But that comes with the stock game. But I do have a restock installed, which basically makes all the textures uniform. Yeah, restock. Restock is really nice. Restock. Hey, I like it a lot better than the stock game. Is nice. Yeah, I have restock, I have parallax, I have stock visual enhancements, I have, I think, near future launch vehicles, near future space station parts. near future, a couple of other mods. I'll have to... You know if the Kerbaloons mod is never good? I'm not familiar, sorry. I have a full mod list of my game somewhere. Half of it's like visual and quality of life stuff like Kerbal Engineer or Kerbal Alarm Clock or stuff like that. Or MechJeb, or even though I don't use MechJeb, I still have it installed though. What's it called? I have a full mod list from the last time I played in my notes. Yeah. Why are we sliding around like this? That's frustrating. We're on a dual mission to get to science to unlock my cool space plane. I was never the one for career science mode. Traction control override. Oh my gosh. What if we try and mess with this? Hey, that's working. Okay, I think we finally... It's moonwalking. You think it would be good here, but no. Rovers are... I've built plenty of rovers. And at the same time, I've built them infrequently enough where I forget all of this stuff. It also kind of depends on the rover, but like... What if I just set that to 100? Yeah, okay, there we go. I've, What if I also reset my control point to like that? That's probably better too. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere with the rover, and we are going to the Monarch. There we go. Okay, I think we got it working now, which is just excellent. Sus and Bill Kerman. Sus among us, because Star wanted me to name a Kerbal Sus, so I did it. My solution with rovers was always just to make them heavier. Yeah, that was my initial reaction too, but then I realized, like, do I really want to lug a massive fucking rover around with me on this mission? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, so... That was my solution on... I didn't stream it, and I think I've tried to bring this up 3 times now. Is there a character limit for Kerbals in this mod? I don't know. The Kerbal creator, I think, comes with the base game. I did a Mars Direct style mission which went wrong for so many reasons. My Kerbals were out at Duna for like 6 years or something compared to the 2 I wanted them to be out there for. And I brought a very big pressurized rover, which I think I said this earlier, I did a massive Duna road trip with, which was fun, and I recorded the whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to make that into a video series someday or not. I might if I have the time. But, yeah, my solution with that was just I built a big pressurized rover, and initially my plan was, oh, it's heavy enough, it won't matter. But even that was not heavy enough in order to get good control, so I actually ended up fiddling around with all these settings. So. Yes, bud, the Kerbal... Oh, that was a screenshot. Yeah, the Kerbal creator just comes with the stock game. If you go into, I think... If you go into the cheats menu, and you just poke around a bit, it should be there. I think it's under the Kerbals tab, specifically. Laughs in playing with a life support mod. I tried playing with a life support mod, and I'm just like, nah. I think I launched, like, 1 station. Yeah. I think I launched my Kerbals in, like, a basic crew capsule to 1 station, and they were running out by the time I got to the end. I'm like, I don't want to... It was neat, and I totally understand. Like, if I were just doing space stations, then yeah, I would do the life support mod. But considering the things that I want to do with this, which is as in going on a grand tour, or semi-grand tour. I'm not going to every place. I'm not going to Moho or Eve, but I am going everywhere else. Except for Tylo, probably. I've already done separate Tylo stuff. Life support is just, I don't want to have to think about that. That would probably add hours and hours and hours of time that I would rather be actually, well, flying my craft around the system. Huh. Yeah. Come on. We're at the crater rim now. I remember one thing, and I probably still have screenshots because it was during COVID, but my friends and we had the Luna multiplayer mod installed, and I remember we kept trying to find like challenges to do, and one of the challenges that I came up with is design a rover. Up, 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 up. I'm going to stop and quick save real quick. One of the challenges was design a rover, right? And then land it next to the Monarch. And I think I was the only person who actually knew where the Monarch was at the time. And... Hello? I just retract these rover wheels. I think I was the only one who knew where the Monarch was at the time, and basically you have to go to the Monarch, and I think the challenge that we ended up doing is you had to go on top of the Monarch, and for some reason I was the only one who couldn't do it, so... We also did some other challenges. One was you had to fly to the desert temple from KSC, and then we expanded that into a circumnavigation of Kerbal in aircraft. I think I made a video up on that on my YouTube channel. Among my absolute mess of content that I have there. That was real fun. Oh, the Mun looks so good in Parallax. It's like... eh. I had an idea for a craft I haven't made called the Eve Skimmer for getting Eve science without landing. Like, it would... Like, something that would, I think this is an actual proposal for an actual, like, Venus thing, although I'll have to figure out where I found it. But, or maybe it was for Titan? I can't remember. But it was basically, yeah, something that could, a plane that could fly down into the atmosphere, collect, like, science and atmospheric data, and then fly back up to orbit. How far are we from the Monarch? We're almost there. That was the idea, yeah. Okay. I just realized something. How the heck are we going to get down? Getting down is going to be easy. Getting back up is going to be a bit, yeah, very carefully, exactly. There it is. There's the Mun Arch. I've been here a bunch. Its novelty has worn off on me. I think the best solution would just kind of be to skim these ridge tops and then kind of slide down, say, over there. Let me like stop. I don't remember it being this hilly. Okay, well. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking about when I eventually go to make the final version of the self-sustaining ship of the Wanderer spacecraft. Okay, now I'm heading down. I was thinking that I could have, like, probes. Like, very simple probes that I could release. That would have, like, very little delta V. But I always loved the idea of a spacecraft that orbited, and this could never happen in real life around the moon because of, like, mass cons and whatnot. But in KSP, because, you know, there's nothing like that, you don't have to worry. But something that could orbit really, really low above the moon. Hey, we're making it down. We're sliding our way down to the lunar surface. And now I can just... Okay, we are down. We're in this crater. Be a neat place to build a Mun base. I think there are people who have was it Matt Lone? I totally forget who did this. Matt Lone probably did this. I think he did this, and I know a few other people did it. But like a Mun base that's hanging from the inside of the Mun Arch. There are a few specific inclinations where you can orbit the moon for a long period of time because it doesn't fly over any of the mass cons. Yeah, I think one of them's like a 98-degree orbit. I think another one's 28 degrees. If I recall, someone correct me on that. I do know there are specific low lunar orbits where, yeah, they don't fly over any of the mass cons, so you can get away with it, right? Actually, that makes me wonder, because I know under the original Constellation plans for Constellation program, they were going to have Orion sit out there for, well, Orion is designed to sit out there for 200 days without any people on board, and I assume it was the same back then, but they wanted to send Orion directly to low lunar orbit, so I'm wondering if, for like long-term Constellation missions, they would have just put Orion and Altair, put Orion in one of those frozen orbits while Altair went down to the surface and did its thing. Of course, now we don't have to really worry about that because, well, the near rectilinear halo orbit that Artemis is going to use, but I'm just curious. I don't know. I'll have to dig through NASA's technical report server to see if I can get any information on that. Anyways, here we are. We're at the Mun Arch. It's very fancy. You can fly through it. Alright, we now know this rover works, which is excellent, and, yeah, look at that. I've been pinged again. In my own server. Oh. Okay, so here we are. Time to get him out. And we're gonna go and plant a flag. Plant flag. And Mun Arch. And then the plaque description is Mun Arch. Very creative, you know that? Okay, so that's our first anomaly. It's 10:47 at night. I need to get to bed because I have a job interview at a hobby store tomorrow. So I'm just gonna throw up, like, if anyone cares. I'm gonna end the stream. But thank you all for watching. Thanks for everyone who came out. Star, Dean, your favorite Royd, Bud, Ivik, even though he only stayed for a short period of time. Thank you all for watching, and we are going to... I want to raid somebody. So this guy is doing a Duna mission.
For main engine start. We have main engine
Thanks for the stream today. You definitely streamed this time longer than usual.
2,
Followed me.
1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Endeavour.
I'm just gonna throw up if anyone cares. You know what I mean. Yeah, you're welcome, Star, and thanks for always showing up. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna just throw YouTube and Discord out there, that's what I mean. And thank you, Ivik, your favorite Roid for following. We are gonna go ahead and raid, not Bob Ross. Guy's doing a Duna mission. Playing KSP. Okay. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.